Good afternoon. No, y'all can do better than that. Wake it up. Come on. We're going to rock it. Come on. We will rock you. Wake it up. Good afternoon. That's it. Now, I'm the mother of 6 children, so if you hear something you like and you want to stand up and clap, as long as you aren't disruptive to your brothers and sisters, we're good, because I've got 6 of y'all, and they're all grown up now. They're all grown up. How many of y'all, raise your hand, have seen some ads for orphans overseas? Raise your hand. Right. And these children are orphans because of famine, because of war, because of natural disasters. And they need our attention. They need our love, our concern, our dollars, our support. But today, we're going to talk about a different concept of orphan. It's going to be orphans in our midst, M-I-D-S-T, which means they're right where? Here. They're right here. Now, a lot of people go, orphans in America. Oh, come on. That's crazy. This is the United States of America. We don't have orphans in our midst. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you a secret. Y'all want to listen? You ready? We have orphans in the United States. Shh. It's a secret. But it's not going to be a secret by the time I finish, by the time you leave here, and by the time you start talking about it. We have orphans who are legally free. They're legally free. That's what makes them an orphan. They're legally free because their parents' rights have been terminated. And most of the terminations have been the result of abuse and neglect. Now, how many do you think? 5, 6, 7? Let's try 64,000 legally free children in the United States of America. Are you shocked? Raise your hand if you're shocked. You should be shocked. 64,000. We have over 400 in the state of South Carolina. These children are legally free. They live in foster homes. They live in group homes. They may live in a residential facility. So, we're going to talk about the orphans. They're here, and it's not going to be a secret anymore. Okay, they're here. You may say, she's going to start talking about adoption. No, I'm not. I'm going to talk about getting the word out. It is my contention that if everybody knew we had that many children, we would have people to come to the forefront. So I'm going to look at all of y'all and see if we can find, out of these 5 things, something you can do. Some of these things you may do one time and one time only. Some of these things you may do once a month. Some of these things you may take it as a project. But we're going to talk about 5 things to bring awareness. Have you ever considered being a Guardian Ad Litem? Anybody in here a Guardian Ad Litem? Raise your hand if you are. Sing it loud and proud. You are the voice for the child. And these children, as you will see, where there's supposed to be some children rolling back here, you will see, keep on rolling, becoming a Guardian Ad Litem. A Guardian Ad Litem speaks for the child. These are children that are legally free in the United States. There are what? Orphans. They speak. If you want to be a volunteer Guardian Ad Litem in South Carolina, we need you. We have children that come with no guardian. They have no voice. If they have no guardian, they have no voice. There is a volunteer program. This is a program that you will see the child probably once a month, but you may see them longer. I just saw 2 guardians finish out their route for 10 years this week, and they were a part of a child's life for 10 years. So if you're interested in being a voice for the child, a voice at school, a voice at Foster Care Review Board, a voice in court, consider being a volunteer Guardian Ad Litem. Now, some people go, seems a little scary, a lot of commitment. What about something else? Have you considered being a volunteer for the Heart Gallery? Every state has a Heart Gallery, and here are some of those children that are flowing through. Now, folks, these are not models. These are children in other states for privacy reasons that are coming through here. They're not models. They are what? Orphans in our midst. Every state has a project where they take professional pictures of these children and do them as galleries. So if you're interested, there was some stuff out in the lobby. Volunteer for this program. It's one day. One day that you will, if you're a photographer or a wannabe photographer, you can take a picture. If you go, I'm not a photographer, and my photo albums will prove it, I will be the scribe, and I'll listen to these children's lives and write it down. Or if that's not your thing, I'll be at the snack bar when they come, okay? And I'll see them, because that one day will change your life is how you look at these children. The other thing is, well, what about if I can provide a place? Folks, Greenville has so many places we can have these exhibits to make this aware. Now, some people say, oh, I want to volunteer, but I'm a little bit afraid and I'm better at a group. If you're a part of a faith-based community, a service club, a group that gets together, do a wraparound. There may be someone in your group that wants to adopt a child, and they're this close, but they're what? Afraid. They're afraid. So a wraparound is where you wrap around all the love and energy, and you do what you do best. So there may be 20 people that walk that first year with them. You may be that baker that bakes the cookies, that bakes the cake. You may be that teacher that volunteers to do something for the children. You may be somebody who says, I love to do field trips. I'll take the kids on a field trip and give y'all a night to sleep or clean up the house or do laundry. But it's a wraparound. And imagine if every church in South Carolina had a wraparound, 20 people who would help one family adopt a legally free orphan. What would we not have anymore? Orphans. If you want to know how to do it, contact me. I can put you in touch with some great people that can do that. Okay, now if you say, oh, I don't know, that seems like I'm not much of a volunteer. What about who in this place knows anybody in the media? Do you know anybody? Television, newsprint, radio. Friends, listen good. There is no reason in the United States of America that a dog and a cat that need a home get more free ink and free press than a child that needs a home. You are right. We've got to get the word out. A friend of mine said, but you don't understand. These dogs and cats are on death row. I looked at my friend and I said, you don't understand. If you age out of the foster care system, your future's on death row. We can do better. We can do better. Let us know. How can we get the word out? Who can we talk to? Who can we write an article for? We can get some publicity to let it be known. And then there are some of y'all who say, let me just tell you, I'm a party animal. I came here because I had a day off, and I'm a party animal. Okay, if you're a party animal, you've got a place with me. Every time you have a party, you're going to party with a purpose. Okay, so you're going to have a cocktail person. Hashtag, remember the orphans. You're going to have a baby shower. Hashtag, remember the orphans. Friends, these kids need our help. So instead of them bringing you flowers, they can bring book bags. You know how you tell a high school kid who's in a foster care? A lot of them don't have book bags. They need a suitcase. You know how most foster children travel with their clothes? In a trash bag. They need school supplies. So if you're a party animal, party with a purpose. Friends, in a state that's known for a little contentious, well, I'm pro this. Well, I'm pro this. When it comes to children, there's one pro we need to be, and that pro is proactive. You got it? Do you hear it? Proactive. Proactive. We can do this. They're our children. They are our children in the United States. We can walk it. We can talk it. We can get the word out. They're ours. In my opinion, we can make this happen. And a lot of people will say, I stand on my convictions. Well, I'm so proud of you. But what I want you to do, yep, this is my Southern sermon coming out. I stand on my convictions. Well, I don't want you to stand. I want you to walk on them. I want you to run on them. We can do it as a group. There's no reason why we have to keep it anymore. It is not a secret. You're going to walk it, talk it, live it, breathe it, and we're going to take the orphans out. Friends, they're our children, and I am firmly convinced that there is a home for these children. And I want you to know there are no unwanted children, only unfound families. Let's do it.